Hey guys, welcome to the channel. In today's episode we're looking at the Porsche Sports Exhaust system. I've got a feeling mine isn't right. It's certainly quieter than I remember it. So we're going to look at the two possible reasons for that, whether it be the exhaust valves or the vacuum system. It's applicable to the 991 series and the 981 series, and pretty much any other Porsche with a PSE system. The sports exhaust was an optional extra. You could have it fitted from factory or you could have it added later at the dealer. Either way, it was a great addition to the car, really added to the character, and it just sounded great. I could wire it so the valves are permanently open, but if I'm honest, it's nice to be able to turn it off now and again. Anyway, join me at the back of the car and we'll take a look at what the first potential problem is with it and how you can fix it.
When we start the engine, we should be able to see if the valves are opening and closing correctly. They're open to start with, but when you start the engine and the exhaust begins to receive vacuum, it will close them. If we press the button, it should stop the vacuum and they'll open again. And if we turn the engine off, then again it should return back to the open position. So let's see if it works. Push the button, no difference. And here's how you check the valves manually. You move them up and down manually. If they spring back and you feel some resistance, they're okay. It's a good idea to keep doing this if the car's ever laid up or out of use for long periods of time. I also recommend a high temp grease or lubricant to spray on there, just to keep them tip top.
So rather frustratingly, it looks like my valves are okay. That means this job just got a little bit more difficult. I've already put the roof into the service position. I'm going to put a link into the top of the screen which shows you guys how to get here. It takes about 20 minutes. But join me in the engine bay, we'll take a look at what else could be wrong and take a closer look at the system. Let's go check it out.
Here's the flat 6 in all its glory. You can see the inlet manifold and the dual air intakes. Pipe in the far corner there is a sound imposer from the GTS. You can see it's connected to the airbox on the driver's side. And it transfers the sounds from the air intake into the cabin. Pretty cool.
What usually happens is that the valves become seized, and if that's not the case, then this little blighter is usually to blame. This is what Porsche refers to as a changeover valve, basically a solenoid, and there's been lots of issues with these across the 981 and the 991 range. And I'm only going to disconnect the exhaust tube. It's easy to tell it's the exhaust tube because it's the one that points back down into the engine. The other one connects to other systems. Start the engine and we should be able to feel vacuum coming out of here. But when I press the exhaust button, it should change. And if it doesn't, then the problem is this unit. Straight away I hear the hiss and I can feel it on my finger. See, it stops. Okay, let me try and press exhaust button and see what happens. There's no change. That means the exhaust is continually receiving vacuum and the valves are therefore going to close. So this unit's definitely blame. We need to get another one ordered up and get it changed. Bye. Postman brought a new part for me. Woo! Let's check it out and see if it works. 7PP 906 270. So it's a different changeover valve to the one that they're using in the 991, which has all the problems, and yet it's still broken. I've actually had other issues with these. That's another reason that I knew that this was a problem. At some point my heating system stopped working. I stopped being able to get hot air, and one of these was to blame. So they're obviously a problem area. Now I'm going to go and test the exhaust and see if it's working. We'll also test for any leaks before we put the engine cover back on.
I can see here that the valves have opened and closed with a push of the button. Job well done. Okay guys, I think everything's fixed. Can't wait to go for a drive. If you enjoyed this video and you found it informative and useful, please hit the like button. Leave a comment, I'll get back to you. And remember to subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. Stay safe and see you for the next one.